This lesson will describe what a registration is in Toughman. A registration in the context of licensing gives a vessel the right to enter the waters of a country, but not to fish. Note that this is different to the International Registration, or FFA registration, and is only a zone-specific registration. There are several ways in which registrations are handled throughout the region, and so Toughman has been designed to be flexible enough to cater for each of these situations. There are three main registration scenarios described here. The first is a formal registration, which is independent of licensing. In some countries, all foreign vessels have to be registered independently of the license, and a vessel owner must apply separately for registration before they can be licensed. The registration may even be handled by a department other than the licensing section. The vessel would be issued with a registration number and a registration certificate with a registration period of usually 1 year, the dates of which may not correspond with the license period. A good example of this type of registration is for Japanese per-trip licenses. Each vessel is registered for a period of 1 year and may have several per-trip licenses during the registration period. The second scenario is where it's a formal registration with licensing. This is similar to the previous example, but the registration and license are handled at the same time and are essentially the same application. The vessel is issued with a registration number and most likely a registration certificate, and the license and registration period would usually be the same. The third and final scenario is an informal registration. Some countries have no formal registration procedures and do not issue registration numbers or certificates, but they still charge a registration fee at the time of the license application. That concludes this lesson.